Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Recha HaKudash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us his truth and rule well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Barakatham. It's the brother Kazah from the Men of Our 12 West Coast, coming back at it again with another lesson. And, just watching the times, man, and, came across this article. All right, and it's titled Hillary Clinton Explains Destabilizing Potential of Crypto, the cryptocurrency, and basically what I got from this is that she's playing, devil's advocate, if you will, for the physical currency, trying to portray, and give off that that false, well, I don't want to say give off that false, but falsely giving off that that opposition towards the cryptocurrency, all right, the cashless society that these elites are ushering in, and it's all due to trying to smooth out their transition to the new world order, because this is a transition. All right, they're transitioning from a physical currency to a digital currency, a cashless society, where that charagma, which brothers should know what that is, that charagma should be is going to be implemented. All right, that's what everything, that's what all roads lead to, man. The MOTB. Okay, so we're just gonna go into this article. All right, we're just gonna pick out what we what's edifying, and then keep it pushing, man. So it reads, cryptocurrencies have the potential to weaken and destabilize entire nations over time. Okay, says Hillary Clinton, which she's a devil, all right, a real satanic devil at that. All right, and it reads, former U.S. Secretary of State and Democrat presidential candidate. Okay, who the fuck is this guy pulling up to me? And it reads, Clinton, who was addressing a panel on Friday at Bloomberg New Economy Forum in Singapore. All right, then, that's crazy, man. You just got her traveling everywhere. But this is how these people are puppets and they're set up, man. You just got her traveling all over the world, bringing news about, politics and the economy and things of that nature, But it reads, called for a joint effort by nation states to monitor the rise of the asset class. She warned that the cryptocurrencies could possibly undermine, and here's a key point, could possibly undermine existing fiat currencies and the U.S. dollar's role of being the reserve currency. All right, because the U.S. dollar, all right, is printed by the Federal Reserve. Okay, so it's why they call them the FRNs, Federal Reserve Notes. All right, and what she's basically saying, is that or not basically saying, but already putting that seed out there that that this digital currency, this cryptocurrency, okay, could undermine, meaning replace the U.S. dollar. All right, and this is basically where she's playing that devil's advocate for the physical currency. She kind of acts like she's on the defense for the physical currency, but that's all just to smoothen out that transition that these elites are bringing. Okay, but it's all Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai at the end of the day, putting the spirits on these elites to move forward with this. All right, and this is what you have to pay attention to. These little, that saying in the world, the devil is in the details. These little, jewels. These little, I had a word for it. But these little articles that come out, you have to pay attention, because it shows the progress of prophecy. All right, it shows the progress of prophecy. All right, we're dealing with the faithless, base of man. He has no faith. All right, that's why, talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he has no faith. All right, that's why he, sold his birthright unto Jacob, man. He sold his birthright unto Jacob for what? A morsel of meat. For a morsel of meat. And guess what? He did that out of faithlessness. Okay? He did that out of faithlessness because, he didn't have faith that Yahweh Shema Shah was going to keep him alive. He was too caught up in the flesh. All right? that is an indicator, a spiritual indicator of how these devils do things, man. They don't take a leap of faith, if you will. All right, they don't do that. They operate by their tests and their statistics and their worldly wisdom. That's what they operate out of. All right, and they, when they make a move, it's this very small calculated move, because they really are trying to be very careful about this. But what they don't know is they're gonna get swept under, you know what I'm saying, as a thief in the night. All right, so I'll continue on going, and this is basically what the what they said, in quotations. It says, one more area that I hope nation states start paying greater attention to is the rise of cryptocurrency, because what looks like a very interesting and somewhat exotic effort to literally mine new coins in order to trade with them has the potential for undermining currencies, for undermining the role of the dollar as the reserve currency, for destabilizing nations, perhaps starting with small ones but going much larger. All right, so that's ultimately what these devils are ushering in, man. A lot of nations are going to be destabilized, which is going to be, as a result of the collapse of the US dollar, and that's why the whole world is going to flock to that new cashless currency, all right, to that new digital currency, all right. Clinton's comments come amid news of a controversial crypto tax reporting requirement that was part of the $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill signed into law by U.S. President Joe Biden on Monday. According to the bill, from 2023, brokers will need to disclose customer names, addresses, phone numbers, capital gains, and losses to Internal Revenue Service. All right, and basically, that's them basically going into it and controlling it. Already setting the stage for the fact that, using that cashless society, it's like a cashless society, that digital currency, is ultimately to have more control over the people. All right, that's what this devil wants. He wants to be as the Most High, pursuant to the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. He wants to be as the Most High. He wants to exalt himself above the stars, above the heavens, man. Roughly paraphrasing. But that's what we're seeing here. With this bill that was passed, you know what I'm saying? You got to disclose, the names, the addresses, phone numbers, capital gains, losses, all that to the IRS. But that's all building the foundation to their system. All right, that's what it is. Okay, it says entities receiving crypto payments worth more than $10,000 will have to reveal the sender's identity to the government. Okay, and that's another thing too. It's a lot of illegal things that go on. That a lot of illegal transactions that are made, through cryptocurrency, man. You know what I'm saying? So it might be people getting judged, with that as well. The way Yahweh Shem Yahushua works is magnificent, man. Because you'll have the elites. Hold on a second. There we go. Now I'm trying to have this card turn off. But you'll have these elites, pass something, and the people that get judged with it, you know what I'm saying? The people that are on the wrong side of their decrees, get judged with it, man. But all in all, though, man, I have to sway away from the point. These elites are making their moves, man. They're making their moves, but guess what? Yahweh Shem Shai is going to stop them. All right, we're going to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 9, and I'm going to start at verse 15. Okay, and it reads, the heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made. You see? Because ultimately, man, with these elites moving forward with this agenda, okay, it's beautiful, and brothers, should want it. All right, why? Because that's the pit that they are making. That is the net that they are hiding. And the scriptures, this is what the scriptures say about that. Psalms chapter 9, verse 15. The heathen are sunken down in the pit that they made. All right, we should want this devil to come make his move. Why? Because Yahweh Shema Shai is going to confound him, man. He's going to disappoint the devices of the crafty. Let's get that too. All right. So like, it's just looking up new apartments. All right, disappoint. I know it's in the book of Job, if I'm not mistaken. The devices. No, we're not trying to get into that. The crafty. And you know what that might be? There we go. All right. Yeah, Job chapter 5, verse 12. Okay, I'm just going to go straight to the point. Or matter of fact, I'm going to get the whole chapter here. All right, let me see. Yeah, there we go. All right, so book of Job chapter 5, verse 12. And it reads, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Okay, and really these devices are agendas. All right, like for example, let me see, let's go into the book of First Maccabees Chapter 1. Okay, and it's basically going into how, these heathens, these Edomites had wicked jakes, going out there and how do I put it to you? Going out there and persuading many, to go and do, after follow after the heathens, to what's the word, to forsake, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, turn their backs on them, and start breaking the law, statutes, and commandments and doing after the heathens. And this is First Maccabees Chapter 1 and 11, and it reads, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. All right, that was a real agenda that took place back in the ancient times. All right, these heathens had these sellout jakes, which are these celebrities in the reincarnation, promoting and basically forcing upon our people just a bunch of wicked lifestyles, man. Okay, and then Salaki, hold on, let me see, and then let me see, and then continue on to verse 13. It says, then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. All right, so that's an agenda to keep our people going astray. Whereupon they built a place of exercise a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. All right, now the reason why I went here is to show that these are agendas that take place. Okay, and it's very much the same as with this thing with the MOTB. That's just another device. But don't make no mistake, it is a very big device. All right, it's a very major device. All right, it's a major agenda and a major prophecy that is coming to pass and is manifesting itself before our very eyes. Okay, so Job chapter 5 verse 12, I'm going to read it again. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right, so the Lord is going to disappoint these agendas, man. And that's why brothers should want this. Okay, that's why brothers, you know what I'm saying, you should want this devil to go ahead and make his move already. Pray unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai to put the spirit on this devil to go ahead and make this move already. Why? Because the sooner he makes that move, the sooner he goes through with all these agendas he has planned in the works, right? Guess what? He's going to get taken down. Okay? The world's going to know who this world truly belongs to, man. All right? So the book of Psalms chapter 9 verse 15, the heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made. In the net which they hid is their own foot taken. Okay? And mind you, this is what I love about the scriptures, is that this is talking about it as if it's past tense. And you know why? Because the scriptures, they transcend time. Okay, this is a scripture, of this whole creation. This whole movie is playing out according to this word. All right, so that's why, a lot of brothers come out and say, yo, we already have the victory. We've already won. It just has to play out. All right, and and that's why I'm gonna say it again. You should want this to play out. You should be praying unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for this to play out, man. Verse 16, the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hagayan Shalah. You see? So, and you have countless other scriptures out there, that also talk about this. All right? They also talk about this. Hey, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, meaning he shall be besieged. All right? Besieged. That means captive, captured. That's what ultimately happens, when the city is under siege, when the city is in straits. It basically means that it's a process of a capturing. That's what a siege is. All right. Matter of fact, let's look up what the word siege is, man. It's all through the spirit. Siege definition. I like this. All right. So siege, a military operation in which enemy forces surround a town or building, cutting off essential supplies with the aim of compelling the surrender of those inside. You see? And that's what a siege is, and that's what it means, by they shall be in straits. They're going to be besieged, surrounded, captured, put into captivity, man. That's what's going to happen to this devil, man. All right, so Psalm chapter 9, verse 16, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Okay, and this all this agenda, is the works of his own hands, man. All right, them bunkers that they built that they think they're gonna hide themselves in is ultimately their snare, man. They'll have nowhere else to go. Where else do they have to run? Aside from them bunkers, man. When Yahushua comes back, that's the only place they're gonna think about, going. You might have some that go into the heavens, but others, they're gonna be hiding in them bunkers, man. And guess what? That's going to be their snare. That's going to be their trap. You think about, a hunter, he sets a snare, a cage, he puts the bait in there. An animal goes in there unknowingly, boom, gets trapped in there, man. That's going to be these heathens. And it's quite ironic because, Esau's the cunning hunter, but guess what? He's going to be hunted, man. That's pursuant to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16. All right, but let me continue on. Verse 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Let me read this again. The wicked shall be turned into hell. All right. And when you go into the word hell, basically goes into a lower state, man. All right. It's not talking about the place where you burn forever. No. It's talking about the captivity, man. What we went through, they're going to go through it, but double portion, man. All right. Double. They're going to go through it double. All right. And reason, all the nations that forget Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Verse 18. Well, before I even go into verse 18, let me not get ahead of myself. The last part. All the nations that forget Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because this world, look, man, walk outside, go for a drive, look around, go shopping, and see how many times you see the Lord, man. How many times do you see the Lord out here in this world? None. They promote nothing but wickedness, man. Here it is, me and a brother, we were shopping earlier, and they had the audacity to put, the rainbow flag, which represents the alphabet community, on the strap of a hat. Brothers know what I'm talking about. Basically, it's a little part that adjusts the hat size. Man, this dude drove way too fucking close to my car. I'm out here parked in McDonald's, man. These people are fucking crazy. I'm not eating out of McDonald's, though. I'm just parking just to do this lesson, man. Salakia. But anyways, all right, this whole world has forgotten Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that's another reason why we do what we do, man. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai can get his ultimate glory, his reverence, Salakia. All right, so verse 18. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Okay, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to keep his word, man. He's going to keep his word. All right, everything that was written in the scriptures is playing out and will play out. Okay, and it has played out in the past. It was prophesied we were going to go down. And guess what? It's prophesied that the punishment of our iniquity will be accomplished. All right? Meaning it's going to be over. Verse 19. Arise, O Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And before I even move on to the next verse, that's the expectation of the poor. All right, that's our expectation, man. That we be delivered and redeemed from this captivity. Okay? That's what it is. So verse 19. Arise, O Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. You see? Put them in fear, O Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that the nations, all right, these are the nations that are over us, man. That rule over us in wickedness, man, in oppression. All right, these nations may know themselves to be but men. All right, that's a spirit. Hey, that's the spirit. As a truck, drove by, and on the whole truck, the brand, is basically moving for Corona. Corona is the, a brand of beer. It's an alcoholic beverage. If you want to get technical with it, but the word Corona is crown in Spanish. It's just a little something I just picked up. Doing all this through the spirit, man. Just got off work. Very tired, but hey, came across this article. Decided to do a lesson on, that's part of what watching the times is. But hey, with that, I'm gonna say, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem Rekha HaKudash. Forgive me, the spirit, to do this lesson. All right, and these nations are gonna know that they are nothing but men. Okay, and us as Israel, Yashar Rala, which means the prince, he is a prince of the power. All right, we are the sons of the Most High, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. All right, we are the children of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the sons of the Most High. All right, a royal priesthood. Okay, a nation of kings and priests. All right, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom. On to the next.